I finally want to explain shadow work to you. Everybody speaks about it, everybody does it, of course. So let me get straight to that core, alright? Shadow work means to integrate parts of your personality that are unknown to you, that are repressed into your subconscious, unconscious mind. Why are the things invisible for you? Why are there parts of your personality invisible to you? Imagine you dream of a person that is superior to you, a genius, a person of huge respect. You dream of that person. Imagine you dream of a person that is very evil, but also superior. You have fear of this person. Imagine you dream of a person speaking in a foreign language. Imagine of a person that is much more intelligent of you. Isn't it so that you create this person out of something that is in your subconsciousness, in your unconscious mind? So it's part of you. That what you fear, that what you think is superior to you, that what you think is more genius than you, that what you think is a person of respect to you, is you, is a part of you that is hidden. It can be you have parts of your personality deactivated that you hate, that you think are dirty. In other people you will think, I really look down on this, I despise this, all these kind, okay? Negative. It's sick, it's whatever. It's disgusting, it's ridiculous. For some reason you don't allow yourself to be like that. And it might be people very close to you. Your sister, your brother, your mother, your father. Where you say, oh, I never want to become like that. Never. And this is why you completely exclude useful parts out of your personality, because you are too drastic in getting rid of these personality traits. While you need to forgive these people, you need to love these people that you find disgusting, dirty, whatever, and be free of resentments and integrate those parts of this that are useful for you. And shadow work for everybody is different. You know, it could be, let's get back to why these things are hidden. Because when you made traumatic experiences with your mother, with your father, it can be that this is the reason why you repress things, why you have problems integrating your feminine side or your masculine side, okay? Or other parts, okay? So, and again, for everybody it's different. Everybody's shadow work is different. And when you're an empathetic person with emotional intelligence that is invested in relationships and the world, you have the best interest for everybody in heart. And you're doing this not from a cognitive understanding, but you do it just from feeling unconditional love in your heart. And this is your compass for everything you do. Then you will probably you will probably be a people pleaser. You will probably put harmony over your own well-being at times, which means people can abuse you to create harmony, and you think of everybody and provide everybody with what he or she needs, but you forget yourself in the end, and you're left outside alone. You're locked out of that house that you provide to others. You are restricted from the food that you generate because you feed everybody, all right? And then you get to know the Luciferian spirit, a spirit connected to masculinity. It's a spirit of domination, worldly success, calculation, cold calculation, and so on and so on. And when you keep hating this for what it is, you will not be able to integrate it, but you need to integrate just as much so that you can protect yourself from it and confront this same spirit to give those who are this way, who don't know what real love is, who are disconnected from soul and source, to give them a taste of their own medicine. When you come from the complete other side, when you're living a life of trying to dominate, when you understand your own luck or happiness just in comparison to others, you're competitive. When you're even proud on inflicting pain and misery on others, because then you think now you are better in a comparison to these people. It means you're not only self-absorbed, goal-oriented, and don't care for others. It means you even take joy out of being evil, being bad. If you're coming from this side, you're disconnected from your soul and source anyway. And I believe shadow work would mean to integrate that core, the human core. And this is not, I don't know, I think it's not possible. In other words, if you're coming from the human side, emotional intelligence, and being people-pleasing and looking for harmony, you have the core. But you have to learn to implement some of the external features to survive in the world. This is shadow work. But when you miss the core, if you don't have the core and you're just operating on the reptilian insect primitive brain of fight and flight and competition and territorial fight and flight behavior, you can't integrate the core later. You can't then say, okay, now I start operating on unconditional love and stuff like this. You soul, and it's over. You can't do shadow work, my brother, you know. And this is these people living in dysfunctional cults. And within these cults, they are proud of the evil they do. And they have this shared fantasy that they are heroes and that they are winners and they are protectors and so on, while outside of this cult they run away from all confrontation and from all responsibility, and they are real cowards. So this is also the difference between a neurosis and being an intuitive introvert, or being connected to the collective unconscious. When you're connected to the collective unconscious as an intuitive introvert, you're getting pictures that are rooted in your ancestors, in the mythological past of humanity itself. But when you are a person that is disconnected from their own soul, from authentic living, from unconditional love, then you will fantasize based on delusion and see pictures, but they have nothing. They are not coming from the collective unconscious. You're crazy then, basically. So I hope I could make clear a little bit what shadow work is. It means to integrate missing parts of your personality that for some reason you are afraid of, you're ashamed of, you hate, you don't allow yourself to be like that, but you will have a moment of awakening where you understand what you have to integrate to give those people that you will start understanding, and you can't understand them based on you. You need external education to understand narcissistic psychopath people who completely overtaken by certain spirits of, Luciferian spirit or whatever spirit. And when you start understanding them based off your external education and not looking for goodness or human touch in them, you start understanding them, and you start to understand what you need to integrate into your personality to a certain degree to confront these people with how they deserve to be confronted, and how to get out of the circle of empathizing with people who have, you have to stop to meet people with emotional intelligence who are stripped of that. You have to stop providing people with colors who are colorblind. Okay. You also need to understand that there is mothers and fathers of, let's say there is a mother and a father of the same child. Okay. And the father has more maternal qualities than the mother. The mother is driven by the Luciferian masculine spirit of domination, worldly success, image, and so on, while the father is truly nourishing and putting the children's interest first and being sacrificing for them, being surrounding to them, being letting the child live in the gaze, in the loving gaze, and having a deep understanding for the child that the child needs to be accompanied and protected while carefully individuating from the parents. You need to understand that sometimes the true mother has more masculine qualities and no feminine qualities, while the father can embody the feminine qualities too. So shadow work can also mean to integrate animus and anima. And these people who are operating on this, disconnected from soul and source and on the narcissistic psychopathic spectrum, they are children in an adult body, and in their intimate sexual relationships, they have the parenting relationship of codependency. So they idealize each other like a child idealizes their parent, which is normal. But they do it with their intimate partners, and they're living in the same codependency as a child is dependent of its parents. So they carry this over in their intimate relationships, showing strong codependency, devotion, and also the parental part. So they are parenting each other instead of, this is what you need to explore. Create relationships outside of this parental model. Parenting is meant for children. Okay, so narcissist, psychopath people on this level, they can't parent and they can't have real intimate working independent relationships because they're messing up both of that and mixing it up. All right, just so you know. So let's go to shadow work. I'm out, just had to share this. I wish you a great November time with good shadow working, bro.